Shalom, shalom. Let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Okay, double honors to the elders, bishops, and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well, the true prophets, and peace and salutations to the hopeful elect of the children of Israel, people of Negro, Latino, Native American, and Seminole Indian descent. Okay, so let's get into this here, which is fitting for these times we live in, where wickedness is just going to multiply and multiply and multiply. And wickedness, evildoers, all these things is just going to surface more and more, and reveal itself for what it is. And the narrative that's always been pushed is that this black bitch is a queen, which she is if you go into the etymology of the word queen anyway. That's been a hussy, a whore, a prostitute, a hooker. All right. But the narrative they're pushing that this bitch is a queen, meaning that she's on a throne on top. She's in a position of rulership. Which, again, those, as the scripture says, I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to assert authority over a man. And here you go. And here you go. Check this out. And again, this is just part of these curses that we're under, that only the true living power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, can remove from us. There's not a damn thing we can do to remove these curses, man. And if you really look at it with some open eyes, look at it in truth, as a man with sense, is that, check it out, that even look at the super rich, man. Look at those Israelites that got millions of dollars, and look at how many women took them to the bank, man, and bankrolled them. Went to Esau, Edom in his courts and just literally bankrolled them, man. That's a hell of a curse to be under, man. That eventually this woman as the scriptures refer to as this tender and delicate woman, that this tender and delicate woman eventually is going to one day wake up and be like, hell with this nigga, I need a new one. And that's literally what it is. That's the motive behind it all, to rob you clean and then to move on to the next one. And that's a habit of these women, man. That's a habit of these women. But let me stop this rambling and just listen to this, man. This is madness. But again, it's fitting. It's fitting.
Okay, I'm gonna pull off. I bet you get out.
She's hitting me. She's hitting me.
Okay, I'm gonna pull off. I bet you get out.
She hitting me.
I need y'all to listen to the conversation. Just listen.
Watch this.
I'm not getting out.
Since you wanna play with me,
I'm not getting out.
give me my stuff.
I'm not getting it. You got this my
Give
money.
me my stuff.
You just pulled my hair.
It doesn't matter. Give me my shit. Good. Give me my cards. Them cards ain't got your name on them.
I'm gonna get my money first. You got my cards?
I don't.
Give my card back.
I do. Yeah. You
Cool.
wanna get it? I do.
Right.
Sure do.
She just committed another.
Dare you to go get some money out of my account, bitch.
I'm not gonna get no money out
Broke
your
ass
account.
nigga, you ain't even got no vehicle, hoe, since you wanna
I mean, I'm broke.
You very
I got
broke.
Uber.
Show me some money.
Right here.
My 500. Give me my shit. Give me my stuff.
I'm so gonna report your
You
ass.
good. Give me my cards. Give me my cards.
So finna go to jail.
That's good. Good. That's
get
all
locked
you
up.
want.
Pause that for a second. This is all for the world to see, man. With no shame in behavior, man. And then again, this is him who's recording the conversation, who's recording the altercation. It's him. Hold on, show you these niggas don't have no goddamn sense, man. But I understand why he would be doing it. He's probably doing it to protect themselves, that he didn't put his hands on it. These things you have to do, in these evil times, man, to protect yourself. But even that won't even be enough for us being under these curses, man. But hey, to serve Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he'll look over you. He'll look after you, man. But these individuals, these niggas, man, old and young. Look at them dreadlocks, probably braided in. Just play straight up wicked, man. And he's gonna move on to the next hyena and call her a queen. You know?
Mad, bitch.
You mad?
You mad?
You mad?
You
You
mad?
mad the truth.
You mad because I'm leaving you, hoe.
I ain't tripping.
Man, you want to take my cards? Good.
I don't want your card.
Right, give me
I'm
my-
getting my money
give me my
that I
card.
gave you earlier.
Shit makes me sick, man. Shit makes me sick. But hey, it's like I said, man. These things like this has to reveal themselves. These people are just, condemning themselves to destruction, man. And that's that spirit of adultery. And you know what? This is only happening to him because he's in that same spirit as a wicked nigga. He's an adulterer. He probably would lay with someone's wife without a problem. You know. So and that's how Yahweh Shem Yahushai works, man. That you lay with another man's wife, he gonna have it happen to you. Catching straight up hell, man. But here, let's dive in these scriptures real quick. I'll come back and finish the video. There's another one I wanted other than that one here. Let me grab it here. Ecclesiastes 7. I just went over this the other day. It's just the spirit. It's just the times we living in. That's all these years, man, through our apostles and elders, man, that they've been pushing that the woman is the enemy, man. And that's one of those scriptures that when I first encountered years ago, I was like, wow. It didn't take much to understand it. Especially when you have these horrible experiences dealing with them in this world. You know, they brought out the scripture that this woman is our enemy, and it all makes sense. Again, this when you're when you're dealing with the scriptures correctly, precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little and there a little, it all makes sense, man. It all makes sense. So it says this here. It's beautiful how this is not even an exaggeration. It's just on point. It's just on point. As it says here. And I love reading 25 first. Before I even read 26, I applied my heart to know and to search. So I can, hold on. Let me do this instead. Let me see what. Let's go to 25. Let's go to NLT. I searched everywhere, determined to find wisdom and to understand the reason for things. I was determined to prove to myself that wickedness is stupid and that foolishness is madness. I discovered that a seductive woman is a trap more bitter than death. Yep. Yeah. And if those of you that haven't even experienced being with a woman for years, I mean, come on, the man is more sincere when it comes to relationships, man. It's just in our nature. You're dealing with these women, or how many you dealing with, we're still sincere, man. You know? And you want and you want to deal with that woman as you're, and as I'm speaking, man, I have to only give reference to the elect men, because the rest of these niggas, man, they don't know how to deal with relationships. But on the most part, men get it somewhat right, man. you know, I'm probably going too far even saying that, but it's usually them hood rat niggas that you know uh, going to house, not providing for the woman, not what I mean, just not being a husband, because you can have two or three wives and be a husband, and doing what you have to do. I mean, it's going to eat your money up, it's going to take your time away, but especially if all those women have a home and you have to do yard work. You understand? So we'll go into that a little bit more in a second. So and again, we're not in those times, man. Um, but Isaiah 4:1 is coming into play. But as far as those responsibilities, you're not going to be in positions to have to do yard work and pay bills and all of them. Shit is about to shut down, man. And I can't say honestly how it's going to work out if you're going to have all those women in one home whereas it makes sense that it will happen that way, and they're going to all happen to learn to get along. Personally, me, I'm going to have uh, it's going to work out better with me if I'm going to have different homes, man, these days, or different spots. Whereas These women are just crazy, man. You know, and wicked, and imagine being in that situation when it does happen, and it's going to happen. Isaiah 4:1, 7 women shall take hold of one man. These women are wicked, man. Should we all sleep with them at one time? Threesome, foursome, you know? Like, no, god damn it. Shit. And these wicked ass niggas, they be like, oh yeah, let's do it. Nah, that's unlawful as hell. You know, what's it called? I haven't used it and heard it in a while. Uh, Threesomes. There's another word for. I think it's French. Uh, uh, um, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, I discovered that a seductive woman is a trap more bitter than death. Her passion is a snare, and her soft hands are chains. Those who are pleasing to the Most High will escape her, but sinners will be caught in her snare. Will be caught in that snare. And hey, she threw your ass out. Just imagine she threw your ass out. You're still gonna bow down to her because you're in love. You have that plague in your heart, man, for this woman. You know, in the time we're living in now, y'all. But and I'm talking about the time we're living in now, these last days, man. These evil spirits going around. Hey, that spirit of jealousy is going to jump on a lot of men, and he's going to put a lot of these women to death. They're going, because Esau, Edom, that the word I'm looking for, that protection, which I'm trying to think of, it's in the book of Job. That hedge that Esau, Edom have protecting these bitches, is going to be removed. It's going to be removed, and there's not going to be a 911. You know, if there is 911 show up, they're going to get slaughtered by these ninjas, man. Yeah, it's about to get bad out here. So he's removing that hedge of protection around these women. Satan is. And he's going to leave them out there vulnerable, especially those that are accustomed to being evil. Let me let the video finish.
I'm gonna give you a card when I'm done. When I get my money out. When I get my money out, you still shouldn't put your hands on me.
That's all right.
That's right. We got to record it.
Send
I'm sending it to your bail's bump.
Send it, nigga. Bitch.
Yeah, that's the officer right there.
Thank you. Where you at?
Right there.
Let me pull over.
Now they got the law of the unjust involved. I would love to have seen the rest of the video if there's more, if he's going to post more of it. You know. Let me grab that real quick. This is horrible, man. This is what happens when you start to serve other gods, and and started, continuing and chasing after wicked practices. And so he told us, he warned us he was going to do this to us, man. He was going to destroy us. Here you go. 1 Corinthians 6:1. Dare any of you, having a matter against another, go to the law before the unjust and not before the saints. There you go. And who are the unjust? I'm going to have to go into examine this some more, because we always use it in reference to Esau, Edom, but the unjust, which is, the wicked amongst Israel, IUIC, for a major example, descriptive of one who violates or has violated justice, unjust, unrighteous, sinful, or one who deals fraudulently with others, deceitful. And they, with the quickness, neither one of them, he said, there's the cops, and said, well, where? Let me pull out. And I would love to have to see what came of that. This is horrible, man. So like I was saying, as far as dealing with these women, man, um, which is not unlawful, as the scriptures here. I got it right here. It's not. It's nothing unlawful about it. But the thing is, you have to be prepared. And being hot and horny, man, and on fire, that you want to deal with these women, man. I mean, which, as the scripture says, you're not. You have not sinned. You know, and you tell these young dudes this, man. They're not listening. They're not going to listen. They're gonna have to learn for themselves. That's rare. That's rare. But I'm not saying it don't exist. I'm saying it's rare that a man is going to listen and not deal with a woman. You know. But again, you know, which I've heard. You know, the elders tell you, hey, go buy you a little something, something. Shit. You know. That's personally, really, in these days, man. These women ain't nothing but whores anyway. Just keep your information from them, make up a fake. I mean, I've been calling and it's not even my government name, but I've been calling myself Elijah since the early '90s. I'm not saying I'm Elijah the prophet or whatever. It's just the name that's always stuck with me, and I even named my youngest son Elijah. But that has always been the name I've given women all these years, man. My youngest sister went and told my uh, youngest kid's mom my real name, which I would have told her anyway. But she wouldn't have told her. Yeah, that nigga lying. That nigga lying. That ain't his name. His name is here. He lives here, and so and so. He's with this, and I'm like, damn, my own sister, man. Proof that's, hey, these women are our enemy, man. And as I found out years later that bitch, we don't even have the same dad anyway. It's funny how that works out. So it said, but if you do get married, it is not a sin, as if a young woman gets married. A young woman, a virgin woman gets married. It is not a sin. However, those who get married at this time, listen, those who get married at this time will have troubles. And I am not trying to I am trying to spare you those problems. And there are those men that are just bowed down, just literally bowed down to these women, man. Just bowed down after even all the abuse and the mental abuse, and in some cases physical abuse. For example, like I think it was in the early '90s. Lionel Richie was getting his ass beat constantly by his wife, man. She was whooping his ass. Lionel Richie, look it up. Lionel Richie was getting his ass whooped, man, on a continuous basis. And he finally escaped it. Years later, Lionel Richie, the singer from the Commodores. That's a bad boy, boy. The Commodores, and even when he went solo, that's a bad boy, man, singing. He's still singing, all that plastic surgeries and this and that. But anyway, we're here to spare you these problems, man. You best to deal with a hoe. You best off dealing with a hoe, man. You know, because a lot. You know, let's keep it real. The mass majority of most dudes and brothers ain't mentally ready and how to deal with these women. You know, it's rare, man, but it's common amongst us old schools, us elder brothers, man, and not even all of them. It's a small number amongst us, man. You know. So it says, but let me say this, dear brothers and sisters, that the time that remains is very short. So from now on, those with wives should not focus only on their marriage. And um, as far as my marriage goes, uh, um, I put very little time into it. Put very little time into it. Not that I don't care and love her, man, but this ain't that time, man. And again, I mentioned it before. I didn't mention on this video, but they're planning on going on a cruise in 2026. Not and they're totally ignoring these warnings that I'm telling them, man. That, and I even put it in their heads already just the other day. Was it yesterday or the day before that? Hey, if y'all out there on that cruise and an EMP is let off and you get stuck out there, man, y'all out there and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere. I put that little thought in their head just to ruin it a little bit, just to have them, hopefully, some stress on their minds, or it may even have them think and be like, oh, let's do something else instead. But they're planning vacations and doing shit right now as we speak, with no consideration of the world and what's going on in the world. These motherfuckers think that the world and what's going on in the world is never going to affect them. Or the attitude like, well, we can do it right now, let's just do it anyway. No, that's not how it works. So they're going to continue on ignoring the warnings and going after their own understanding. Hey, that's a perfect recipe for disaster right there, man. Because when you know danger's coming, you got to prepare for that danger. And not leave yourself and make yourself vulnerable to it, you know? And I know whatever is in the power of Yahweh, but Shem Yahweh Shai, what's going to happen. But at the same time, you don't want to make it easy and make yourself vulnerable to destruction, man. You want to avoid it as best as you can. Simple. You don't want to walk into the fire. People are stupid, man. Leaving home, you leave the home. You got things to do, and you're gonna be gone for the whole day. But you're going to advertise to the crackheads in the area. I'm about to go. Can y'all keep an eye on my home? I'll be gone for I'll be back in 12 hours. You know, and these motherfuckers gonna leave and leave their house vulnerable, and that's literally what they're doing in the spirit. They're leaving themselves in their homes vulnerable to destruction. Not even observing the times we're living in. The scriptures say the days are evil, man. You go and look. What there's look just I mean, damn, it's happening every day now that I mention it. Now that I'm bringing it up, but people on vacations, weddings, funerals, um, festivals, cabarets, and this and that. Right now, that there's something always happening. Like what just happened, I think it was in North Carolina, at some type of party, and a bunch of people just got shot the hell up. And as a matter of fact, I think it happened in 2 separate places. People got shot the hell up. A couple people died at each one. You put yourself in these situations, and you go to these things, and in your mind, you're not even thinking, oh, the danger can come. Danger can come. And that's what they're thinking. Oh, this is a party. This is a concert. You know, in their mind, oh, danger's never going to come here. And we living in different times now. We're straight up living in different times now. That's crazy, man. So the enemy is surfacing. The enemies, in all its forms, is surfacing more and more. I always say this, that these things going to surface more and more before Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai destroys them. It's the times we're living in. These things have to surface. These things have to come to light before they're destroyed. And that means, especially you 2/3 Jakes, man, that choose not to hearken unto the words of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, his voice. And you choosing not to turn to repentance and continue on going about your business. So you falling, you here. Let me grab this precept here. It's like it for rambling, man, but this is just what I do. It's comforting to my spirit. It's comforting to my spirit. Video's crazy, man. Oh, come on. Always something. Here you go. Ephesians 5:16, redeeming the time. Redeeming the time. ransom figuratively to rescue from loss, improve opportunity, to redeem, to payment by a price, to recover from the power of another, to ransom by all. Metaphor of Yahweh Shai freeing the elect from the dominion of the Mosaic law at the price of his vicarious death, to buy up for oneself, for one's use, to make wise, and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good, so that zeal and will doing are as it were the purchase money by which we make the time our own. So to make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good. So redeeming the time. Come on. Therefore, come on. I don't know what's going on with this thing. Redeeming the time, because the days are evil, and that's without exaggeration. So again, I don't know why it's slowing down like this now. Just suddenly it just wants to slow down. Come on. Not sure if it was for him. No. Wait a minute, is it Mike? Yeah. No. Hold on. What am I thinking about? It's Mike, I think. Micah. I knew it. Then, here we go. Here we go. Micah 7 and 8. That's something you pray for, brother, not to have to go through, man. I didn't mean to do that. Look at that. I hate when it does that, but it does it. Oh, my goodness. Hell. We are in hell. Come on. Again, I can't answer why it's acting up like this now. Micah 7:8. Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. And this women, in their spirit, man, they're counting on this not happening. They're counting in their spirit. They don't want this to happen. They don't believe it's going to happen. You know, so they're buying. They're all in and buying in on this Edomite nightmare that he's shoving down our throats, man. She's all in on it. And even this thing that's coming as far as the November 1st go, with Edom cutting off your boy Nero cutting off their that card to get their snacks and junk food and whatever, man. That their EBT cards and this and that. You know, that reality hasn't hit yet. So a lot of them don't want to watch social media to ignore it, and as if it's not happening, as if it's not going to happen. And that's what I'm witnessing. No, they don't even want to discuss it. They don't even want to discuss it. And I was just told the other day, I don't watch the news. I'm not watching the news. Too much bad news. I gotta ignore it. So they just prefer things to just hit them without even preparing for it. That's their logic and understanding, man. That they just ignore it. But that reality of this thing coming where they're not going to get that card charged back up hasn't really hit yet. So they're still in that spirit of being rebellious as all hell, man. You know, the reality of these prophecies, which is prophesying a nightmare to come for the wicked and the ungodly and the rebellious, you know, just it's going to hit. Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall arise. When I sit in darkness, the Lord shall be a light unto me. And that's why they mock this so much. The prophets out there pushing the prophecies is, hey, it's absurd to them. It sounds absurd. And there's a video of a woman on, and as a matter of fact, I did save it. I didn't download it, but I saved it to go back and use it. But this bitch was in an interview on these podcasts, and I mean an angry bitch, man, angry. Talking about we living in a feminine time, something to the extent we living in a feminine time. That's where the world's going. The world's going into a feminine time where the women's going to rule, and pointing in the man's face on the podcast and talking about if it's not if I don't get what I want, and it was a monster, man, speaking, a monster, and I'm not even exaggerating, a monster, man, with such hatred and for the Israelite man. They don't give me what I want, and they don't bow down to me and give me all the money and give me everything I want and need. Then hell with them. Fuck them. This is a woman's way. I mean, this black woman was going berserk. She lost her goddamn mind. She literally turned into Miss Rudolph. You ever listen to Mudbone Little's Feet? When Mudbone took his friend to see Miss Rudolph, and Miss Rudolph put his foot in a pot of piss, and his feet came out real little. It was called Mudbone's Little Tiny Feet. Mudbone's Little Feet, Mudbone's Tiny Feet. It's some funny shit. Well, anyway, Toodlum, that's his name, Toodlum. Toodlum took his feet out of the piss. It was a piss that she did a spell over. And his feet came out little, and he said he went berserk. Threw the monkey out the window, kicked that little bitch in the ass. You gotta listen to it, man. This woman was literally going berserk, man. She lost her goddamn mind. So again, the reality of what's coming hasn't hit yet. But we see it's coming, man. And that's what we give great. That's part of a reward we get, because we get to see with our eyes the fall of the enemy. And that's a scripture. Only with thy eyes should I see the fall of thy enemies. Let me see if I can. Since the internet's acting up, I'm not sure if it's even the internet. I'm not even sure if it's eyes or I. Ooh, Psalms 91 and 8. There it is. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. And that wicked, that's just not refer to Esau, Edom, the wicked, man, the wicked evildoers. And that's the majority of these women, and a majority of these wicked niggas out here. Jakes, Israelites, black people, Pan-Africanism, Egyptians, them niggas. So it's about to hit in full gear, man. It's about to hit. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause. Whose cause? The elect. He's not going to plead the cause for some gang banging DL adulterer. These motherfuckers is laden with sins and wickedness, laden with wickedness, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring in, and that's an example of Yahweh Shem Yahushai leaving you out there to rot. That the brother that was dealing with the woman in the video. And execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? Where's your God at? Where's your God? They be talking shit, man. Talking shit, man. My eyes, and you seeing that. Because you know goddamn well, you know damn well that no woman should be you know, that behavior, no woman should be having that on display, man, for the world to see. No woman should be confronting no man with that type of behavior, man. None. And that's just literally, that's common sense, which they lack. And it's still an astonishment to me, amazing to me, that it's the mass majority of our women, of our tribes, the 12 tribes, are not with the fathers of their kids, man. It's mind-boggling. And they see no problem with it. And then again, mention it. These niggas don't see no problem with it, because that's an opportunity to have some more kitty cat, you know, that's available. Wicked niggas. Then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord thy power? My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. In the day that thy walls are to be built, in that day shall the decree be far removed. This is far to go into it even more. So here we are. You ain't pleasing Yahweh Shem Yahushai, brother.
She's hitting me. She's hitting me.
Okay, I'm gonna pull over. I bet you get out.
She hitting me.
Watch this.
I'm not getting out.
Since you wanna play with me.
I'm not getting out.
Give me my stuff.
I'm not getting it. You got this, my money.
Give me my stuff.
She just pulled my hair.
It doesn't matter. Give me my shit. Good. Give me my cards. Them cards ain't got your name on them.
I'm gonna get my money first.
I don't need to play no more of this madness, man. So again, take heed to the warning, man. You know, and as a matter of fact, before I close, look at this. Oh, I read it. Slocky. I read it, but let me read it in the KJV. But 7:29. But this I say, brethren, the time is short. It remaineth that both they that have wives be as though they had none. And I had to read this again. And you got to understand why. You know, you gotta get the understanding why that to be as though you had none, because you know you it's time for you to build that spiritual fortress now. You know, and it's time for you to put on the armor of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, which is that's your garment, is the truth, the wisdom, the knowledge and understanding, to build that spiritual fortress. This is time of war. We're in a time of war, man. We're in a time of war. You know? I was about to close. Ecclesiastes. I'm not sure if it's 2, 3. 3 and a time to love and a time to hate. Oh, so I got to do this first. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Hold on, let's do that. For everything there is a season, a time for every activity under heaven. It's pretty much the same thing. So you know what, you see where it's going for that. It's trying to explain to you there's a time for everything. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So, and we're getting close to this, a time to kill. We're getting close to that. A time to weep and a time to laugh, a time to mourn and a time to dance. But let me get to the point. A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace. And this ain't no time of love and peace either. You know, we're trying to teach you that the reality. That's why these videos is constantly going up by the prophets, the true prophets. So you can distinguish the difference between these things and the times we're living in. All right. So again, as the scripture says, wisdom maketh a wise man mad. All right. And that anger you're building up is that spiritual anger that you're building up inside, man. It's just mentally getting you prepared for this place falling, getting you ready and getting you mentally prepared for Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai to destroy this place. So, as the scriptures, as Paul said again, be as though thou hast no wife, man. Be as though thou hast none. She'll understand when all hell breaks loose. That should be the least of your worries and how that woman is feeling and think. See, that's one of the stresses that you'll be relieved of in these days that are coming. You know, worrying about this woman nagging in your ear, I'm hungry, I need to eat, we need to go on vacation, I need new clothes, we need to go party and dance. I want to go dance. Be as though thou have none. When all hell breaks loose, she'll come bowing down. She'll drop to her knees and pretend like it never happened. You want me to cook? You want me to wash your clothes? You want me to bathe you? You know, our reward's coming. Our reward's coming. And besides, you should be already in that state of mind, knowing that already, damn, this woman has already been committing adultery anyway. She's already laid with all kind of men anyway. Shit. I'm going off. Just giving this, sparing none. Literally where I'm coming from. Not going off like what I'm saying is wrong, but a go off. Ha 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 ha. Check out this bizarre song by Bismarck. Anyway, so there you go. All right, so I hope you're edified. Till next time, let's give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rakakadash. All right, Shalom.